Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing something slightly different. Wow. So, I don't usually do lists on my channel, although I'm not scared of a list. I just don't think every other video should be a list. Or I don't want every other video to be a list. It's probably a better way of saying it. So, I've been thinking recently about the fragrances I've been wearing and the fragrances I've been enjoying and liking. And this spring, I have been particularly enjoying some vetiver fragrances. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. So, I thought I would do 5 niche vetivers for spring. Why not? So, here we go. The first one is going to be no surprise, and it's Guerlain Vetiver. Guerlain Vetiver, I have done a comparison, and I'll be doing a proper in-depth review on this one. The modern version is sound. You don't need to get this particular bottle because Guerlain do really good reformulations in the main. Some of them are appalling, like Samsara. They should have just stopped making Samsara, but they didn't. This is a discussion for another day. This is a staple vetiver. If you like vetiver, you should really get yourself a bottle of Guerlain's Vetiver. I like this version. I think it's a bit more round. I think it's a bit fuller. I think it feels as though there's been more effort put into it. It's held up brilliantly. It's fresh. Certainly my bottle's held up brilliantly. Your citruses and your top notes will survive if they're stored properly. I have a vintage bottle from the late 70s, early 80s of Loewe Parahombra before it was called Pour Homme. And the citrus in that is probably the best citrus that I own. Maybe with the exception of Eau de Hermes, but maybe I'll do a comparison on those two one day. Anyway, this is a stunning vetiver. It's a reference vetiver. A vetiver which all of the vetivers can be judged against, and frankly, most of them fall short. Don't worry if you have to get the modern Listerine bottle, or I think they've even put it into the L'Homme Ideal bottle now, which is a shame, but you can find these Guerlains at discounters for a pittance compared to how good the quality to price ratio at discounters on Guerlains is surprising, to say the least. And this is one of the best pickups you can make if you like vetiver in general. It's got tobacco in it for like a bit of darkness to give a bit of a contrast. It's got like, is it grapefruit? It's got a citrus at the top that's really nice. I think it's grapefruit. It's so fresh and minty and a little bit woody as well. Fantastic. One of the best fragrances with vetiver contained in it. The next fragrance I'm going to show you is Vetiver Tonka by Hermes from the Hermes Essence line. This is a completely different vetiver. This has got like a nutty, not smoked, but like a warm, nutty hazelnut sort of roasted nut vibe going along with the vetiver. It is it's one of the most satisfying vetivers you will find it. It is this, if you want to spend extra money and get yourself a signature scent you can wear every day of the year, and you want to smell a bit different, but you want to smell quality all the time, if you're willing to spend a bit of extra money, this would be a perfect signature scent for you. Nobody would dislike it. I've yet to find anyone who doesn't like this. if they do dislike it, I think they just dislike scent in general. You'll enjoy wearing it. Most other people will enjoy you wearing it, and you will always smell good. It has that warmth, but it's also got the brightness and all the facets of the vetiver in there as well. I don't know what kind of vetiver this is. There's a chance it may even be fully synthetic. Me and Eugene have a theory on the Hermes Essence that they may be fully synthetic perfumes, but I don't know that for certain, so don't sue us. Next is, again, a completely different vetiver fragrance, and this is Racine by Metropolia Vetiver. This is, again, totally different to the previous two that I've shown you. This is also the vintage bottle. Don't worry, Metropolia Vetiver also do really good reformulations. They've got them in a new bottle, in they're like a tall. This is 100 ml, I believe. Oh, I can't find it. It doesn't say, but I believe this is 100 ml. But I think they just do 50s now. I think they're about 150 quid for 50 ml if you buy them from their website. It was released in the late 80s. It's a very earthy, a very mossy, a very well-rounded, very well-made. All of these perfumes by Metropolia Vetiver are very well made. I don't like all of them, but they're a great house. It was the same person who set up L'Artisan Parfumier, and they're brilliant as well. Whoever it was, I can't remember his name, forgive us. I know he's passed away now, unfortunately. But they had perfumes, the best perfumes that they could think of at heart. This is citrus at the top, it's moss at the base, and it's vetiver, and it's a darker vetiver. It's not quite as dark as Root de Vetiver, which is pitch black tar. This has got a little bit of that tarriness, but it's very fresh, earthy, smoky, grassy, musky, mossy sort of thing. There's a lot going on here. It's well worth a sample. I do know that they sell samples on the website, so if you go there, they should be able to help you out. Next is a perfume created by Fanny Ball. And this is, again, a different vetiver, and this is Hemingway. Hemingway by Masque Milano. Now, this is about 110, 115 quid for 35 mil, and I'm not sure about that. That is a large amount of money. There's a very large amount of money for a vetiver perfume. You know, it's very well made. It smells good. It's got some different stuff going on. I think there's a couple of outrageous notes at the top. I'm sure one of them's like rhubarb, and I think rhubarb's massively underutilized in perfume. Rhubarb Écarlate by it is rhubarb. I can smell it. Rhubarb Écarlate by Hermes is a fantastic perfume, but it won't last very long. It'll last like an hour, 2 hours on you, but it is a beautiful rhubarb note. Really like spring, summer. This has got a few different types of vetiver in, and I can't remember which ones they are, but it's one of those perfumes, a bit like Cazimi. Cazimi's got like 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of rose in it. This has got like 3 or 4 different types of vetiver in it. Very nice, very well made, a little bit different. It's got a deeper, earthy, Again, earthy, sort of darker vibe as part of its smell and its profile, but it's also got like this leathery sort of note to it as well. It sticks around for ages. Really good performance. And I'm hoping to be able to utilize this a bit more in the coming like days and weeks. So you can expect to see this on my fragrance rotation videos. And like Frederick Malle, and credit to the brand for this, on... Oh, there's me. Hello. See you smiling. Hi. You can see the name of the perfumer there. It's like Frederick Malle. Fair play to them. Deserve a massive amount of credit for that. Hemingway, or Ode to Hemingway, by Masque Milano. And my final pick of this five Vetivers for spring is a completely different one again. And this is a fragrance I wore last Thursday when I went to Manchester, and it's called Escale in Haiti. This is an eau de cologne. No, this is an eau de toilette in the style of an eau de cologne. It's fresh, it's bright, it's citric, it's got this fizziness to it, it's got a freshness to it, a newness. You could reapply that. You put 20 sprays of this on, you could reapply it all day, every day, and you would never get sick of it. You would always smell fresh, you would smell clean, you would smell good. I think it's got ambergris in it. In fact, I'm sure it's got ambergris in it. Although I've said that now, and I'm doubting myself. I haven't got the notes in front of us. But I know that it's also got juniper and myrrh in it as well. And Les Indemnidables, they can't be beat for ingredients. Fabulous perfume. Brilliantly made. Performance isn't spectacular. You get about 4 to 6 hours with it. But I found that applying it every 3 hours will give you this constant bright, because it projects like a monster. Like it projects, everyone can smell you within like a large distance. But that comes at the cost of longevity. Don't be afraid to reapply. It changes a little bit, but it doesn't change massively. It generally just smells great. I wouldn't like to have to pick between these 5, and so I'm not going to. I'm not ranking these in any order. I'm glad I've got them all. There is a place in the collection for all of them. Vetiver is a fantastic note. I really enjoy it. I will put all of these in a line so that you can see them all. Little family portrait. So, these are just 5. This isn't a top 5. It's not a flex. It's not, these are better than others. It is what it is. These are just 5 Vetivers I would recommend that you try for spring, and I do believe you will enjoy them. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye.